Dear students, welcome to Pragati the School online classes. Subject Biology, Grade 10, 2020-21. Myself, Deepa PJ. This is chapter number 15, Our Environment. Concepts to be covered. Introduction, ecosystem, food chain, food web, flow of energy, environmental problems, ozone layer. Introduction. Environment. In this, the term environ means around or surrounding. All that surrounds us is our environment. In the environment, there are many things present like air, water, soil, etc. We call them as non-living things. Living things like plants and animals are also present. These are interdependent on each other. So what will happen when we add our waste to the environment? As we already know, environment contains both living things and the non-living things. Living things means here plants and animals, that is even the human beings. So human activities produce a lot of waste materials which are thrown away into the environment. These wastes cause pollution of air, water and soil. In this picture, you can observe the water pollution, air pollution and the soil pollution. So here, water pollution, there is dumping of waste materials into the water bodies. Air pollution, there is release of chemical substances or the gases which contains harmful particles or the gases that are releasing to the atmosphere or towards the air. And soil pollution, that is by using fertilizers the soil will get polluted. Excess fertilizers, the soil will get polluted. So these are all due to the human activities. So human activities produce lot of pollution. Now, the waste materials produced are of two main types. They are biodegradable wastes and non-biodegradable wastes. So here, biodegradable waste, you can see here, there are some fruit peels, vegetable peels and some stuff. And here, non-biodegradable waste, we can see polythene bags, plastic covers, then glass items, something like that. So those substances we call them as non-biodegradable waste. Yes, what exactly the meaning of biodegradable wastes? These are wastes which are decomposed into harmless substances by microorganisms. Example, vegetables, fruits, pulses, cereals, cotton, jute, wool, wood, leather, paper, animal dung, animal bones, etc. Means these substances, they will undergo decomposition by the action of microorganisms. So what is decomposition? Decomposition is nothing but breaking down of complex substances into simple substances. Here, breaking down of complex waste material into simple waste material. So that is decomposition. So vegetable peels, fruit peels, all these undergo decomposition by the action of microorganisms. Next, we have non-biodegradable wastes. So these are wastes which are not decomposed by microorganisms. Example, polythene bags, plastics, synthetic fibers, glass, metals, synthetic rubber, insecticides, pesticides, etc. So here, waste which are not decomposed by microorganisms. For example, plastic or polythene bags. If you throw it and if you observe it after few days, or few months, we can see them in the same condition. They will not undergo decomposition by microorganisms. Such kind of substances or the waste materials, we call them as non-biodegradable wastes. Next concept we have ecosystem and its components. So ecosystem, it is the environment, it comes under environment. And what exactly the ecosystem means, let us see the definition. An ecosystem consists of all the living organisms in an area along with the non-living components and their interaction. So here the main term is the interaction. We can see between living organisms and the non-living organisms in a particular area. This we call it is as an ecosystem. So there are different types of ecosystems. One, they are natural ecosystems and artificial ecosystems. Here you can find the two types of ecosystems. Natural ecosystems. The name itself says it is present in nature, naturally, in the environment. Artificial ecosystem means it is by the man. These ecosystems are created by human beings. Now let us see the example. Natural ecosystems like forests, deserts, grasslands, mountains, ponds, lakes, rivers, oceans, etc. Artificial ecosystems like gardens, parks, crop fields, aquarium, zoo, etc. Let us understand it with the help of pictures. Here we can see natural, that is terrestrial ecosystem, and aquatic ecosystem. Terrestrial, here you can see grassland ecosystem, here forest ecosystem and desert ecosystem. Aquatic, marine, that is oceans, freshwater, that is lakes. These are natural ecosystems. Next we have artificial or man-made ecosystem. This is aquarium and this is the crop field or the agricultural field. In all these we can see the interaction between living things and the non-living things. In man-made ecosystem, the man itself creates the ecosystem. Such kind of ecosystem we call them as artificial ecosystems. Yes, now let us study the components of an ecosystem. An ecosystem consists of two main components. They are biotic and abiotic components. Biotic factors: animals, archaea, bacteria, fungi, plants, protists. So all these are biotic components, are the biotic factors. So animals, plants, fungi and bacteria, archaea, protists, we can call them as microorganisms. Means animals, plants and all microorganisms comes under biotic factors. Now let us see what are abiotic factors. We have air, salinity, soil, temperature, light, water, minerals, pH, humidity. All these are abiotic factors. Now let us see what is the meaning of biotic components. These are the living components like plants, animals and microorganisms. They consist of producers, consumers and decomposers. Producers. These are green plants which produce food by photosynthesis. Consumers. These are herbivores which get their food directly from plants. Carnivores which get their food indirectly from plants, and omnivores which get their food directly or indirectly from plants. Decomposers. These are microorganisms which decompose dead plants and animals. They decompose complex organic substances into simple inorganic substances in the soil, which are again used by plants. So producers, consumers and decomposers, all these are living organisms which act as the components of biotic factors. These are all the biotic factors which are present in the environment. So biotic factors. So here you can see producers, consumers and decomposers. Producers are nothing but plants. They will undergo the process called photosynthesis. So what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is nothing but it is a process where plants can prepare their own food by using oxygen, releasing oxygen, using carbon dioxide, light, water and minerals absorbed by the soil. By using these as raw materials, they prepare their own food. Next we have consumers. Consumers, herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. They directly or indirectly depends on plants. Next we have decomposers. Decomposers are depend on dead and decayed matter. They convert the dead plants and animals into some useful substances. Such kind of living organisms we call them as decomposers. So next we have abiotic components. Abiotic components are the non-living components like air, water, soil, minerals, sunlight, temperature, wind, etc. So abiotic factors, here in the picture we can see sunlight, soil, water, climate, air, temperature. All these are very much needed for both plants and animals. For the growth and development of the plants, all these act as very essential factors and all these are abiotic factors. Thank you.